Hi everybody. We're just like coming out of like this little bit of a laughing jag, and I was just explaining that I woke up this morning with startled hair. You ever get up like that and you just like go, your hair's like not prepared for life or something. So I was like, and now it's windy, and so I'm going like this with my hair. Okay, so this week's card is, of course, Cherry Heart, which is about acceptance. And a couple things I want to say before I get into this week's game with Spiritual Club members is this, that primarily Cherry Heart is really about a waitress named Cherry, and as she cuts this pie, this cherry pie, she looks down and she says, you know, I feel like my life is like this cherry pie, there's a slice missing. And this other waitress walks by and says, well, maybe you're just a heart-shaped cake. And I think so much of us think that maybe there's something missing, or we need to learn more, or, you know, there's just always more, this concept of more, which we talked about a little in last week's video on Aqua People. And with Cherry Heart is one of the it's one of the foundation cards because it's red. So it's first chakra. It's about how are we sourcing ourselves? How are we sourcing our lives and our energy? And what I did was I looked at the book, and I really think this would be a wonderful week for us to look at acceptance and who we are. And a way to do that would be, what I'd like everybody to do is go onto the boards on the Spiritual Club, and I'd like you to, I'm going to read the Connect with Yourself, because I think it's very important. In the fable itself, by the way, the great goddess is the one who comes by and tries to help Cherry, but the spirits, angels, can't directly tell us what to do. They can give us an energetic sense of which way to go, but they can't tell us, go do this, because, well, that probably would freak us out. But aside from that, that's kind of how the rule is in this make-believe world of Cherry Heart. And basically, in the Connect with Yourself, it says, the great goddess stopped by while you were reading the fable and dropped a box of acceptance on the table. Draw out one gift. Write down in detail what she gave you. Feel free to go to the acceptance box and learn something really great about yourself as often as you'd wish. And I think what would be really nice this week is take some time to go inside and find perhaps a part of you that maybe in the past was a challenge for you, and that it has now become a gift for you. And really imagine that the angels are bringing you a gift of acceptance. And what is it that you're being led to accept at this time, and how is it forming a new foundation for you? And when we talk about foundation, we're talking about our root chakra, where we're sourcing from. So when we really, it's like how our thoughts really are created from what we're looking at and what we're picking up. For example, I may look at a door and say, wow, that's a really nice door. Someone else may look at it and say, it reminds me of the door from my childhood, and I was locked in that closet. And so that source energy is what we're creating. So really look at how you are looking at resourcing. So Cherry is really about taking on that acceptance this week. So how are you looking at something, and perhaps maybe even looking at it in this week a different way? And if you're having any challenges with it, post it on the board. See if someone else can give you some thoughts on a good way to look at it as a piece of acceptance for you. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.